Welcome back, everybody, to the Controversy, and greetings and salutations to all my new Jive Turkey subscribers. Glad to have you here. My name is Elliott-Carter, and this is the most beautiful girl in the world, Tatiana Wilson.
Hello.
Glad to have you here, and welcome to the Controversy. And we're going to keep this little trend we have started going. We are doing requests of reviews. And right now we are going to not review a movie, but a television show that Toddy actually put me on called I Am Not Okay With This. It's a Netflix show. It's an easy binge, about 20-minute episodes, seven episodes in total. Very great show. It's a coming-of-age story with a little bit of comic book elements, superpowers, and it's also got a Stranger Things, like It vibe. But yeah, I love stuff like this. I love coming of age. I love comic book. I love superhero type stuff. And it's right up my alley, and I appreciate you recommending it to me. But yeah, great easy binge.
Yeah.
What do you think of the show? What are your first thoughts?
The moment I started watching it, I was like, I like this already. Like, I really like the vibe and the characters and the acting and just the story overall. Like, I thought, there was no story, but I just really enjoyed it. That's why I was like, yeah, you need to watch this.
And one thing that caught my eye is I like the It movies. I love the first one especially. Second one's not as good, but I love the kid actors as well. And we got two of the child actors.
Yes, I was very surprised. I didn't know that.
What are their names?
Sophia Lillis, which was Beverly in It. Her name is Sid in the show. And Wyatt Olive, which was Stanley in It.
I feel like he was
Stan in the show.
He was definitely the standout performance in here. Because he wasn't my favorite in It, but he wasn't bad. But this show, he's a different person. He's a lot.
Very.
Mr. Personality.
He's super funny and weird and awkward and just all the enjoyable things.
Absolutely. Well, we did mention Stranger Things. This is a show that's probably going to get a lot of comparisons to Stranger Things because it's, without spoiling too much, it's about a show with a girl that has powers and she's trying to figure them out or understand life and stuff like that. Two main things though, I would say Elle from Stranger Things is more of a, hey, I'm curious of what's going on with life because I was deprived of childhood. This girl's kind of standoffish, doesn't really want to conform to anything in society, kind of wants to just be left alone.
Yeah.
She's going through some emotional time with a death in the family. And that's as much as I'm going to give you. And then she finds out she has powers. And how she handles that's a lot different than I would be handling it, because I would be going ham if I had some superpowers. She's more like, I'm going to ignore that I have powers and keep going on with my day. It's weird.
She's like, this is the last thing I need.
Yeah,
no.
Exactly. I just got my period and now I'm blowing things up. I can't even right now. No, but I do recommend this. I do want to say there's a little bit of critique. I have a negative to say about this though. It's a very easy watch. It's 20-minute episodes and 7 episodes.
Literally can watch it in a day.
You can really watch it. It took us about 3 days just because we're hard workers and we're tired, okay?
Yeah.
So it took us a while, but we finally finished it. But I would say I was underwhelmed because I felt like it wasn't a complete story. And they can complete the story later on if they end up doing more seasons, which I'm pretty sure they will. But I felt like the way they ended it was like, this was kind of like the mid-ground, I feel like, as a story writer, it's weird that you would end it right here. It feels like you should start doing some more. I didn't feel like an ending for a first season. It felt like, hey, we've introduced you to these characters, stay tuned to see what they're going to do next in a couple years. Like, well, where was this story going though? I don't get it.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of like, here's what's actually going to happen to these people.
Yeah.
Like there was no, I don't know, there wasn't really any filling in of that part of like their lives. It was more so like their past and like what they're going through like right at this moment, but not how like the powers and like whatever else might happen without putting any sort of spoilers out there, what that's going to entail for them later in the future. No idea.
But the character development was great. I think that was
great.
That was definitely the strong point of where it was going. I think they just wanted to show us these guys that make us fall in love, which kind of
I enjoyed that though.
Yeah, and Stranger Things does a good job with that, and it did a great job with that. I love those kids, and I think that from these same writers from Stranger Things. They did a great job capturing that again. I just wish, maybe not wrap the story up so quickly,
Yeah,
that's
I think that they did well with the time that they had and probably the budget they had for only doing 20-minute episodes. I mean, you can only fit so much in, so
Absolutely.
maybe it is better to start off with character development and get as much of that in as you can to begin with versus like opting for a story instead and then like not having any sort of connection with characters.
Dang, look at her talk about the DCEU.
Exactly.
Well,
we don't want to do that.
I feel like this show is going to get a lot of Stranger Things comparisons. I would like to see more of this. I'm still a huge Stranger Things fan, but I can see this up there with it if they keep it going in a great positive way. I recommend this show. If you have nothing else to watch, please check out what was this? I Am Not Okay With This, and yeah. And support what we got going on too. If you want to see anything like us to review, whether it be television shows or movies, let us know in the comments what you want us to review. And did you agree with this review? Do you think, oh man, come on, this is a great ending, or you're right, boy, this thing sucked? I didn't say it sucked. I didn't say that. But let us know in the comments what you think of the show if you've seen it. Much love, peace, and chicken grease.
Bye.